What is up, everybody? Yeah, it feels good to be back.
Hey, Gustavo Hampshire.
All right, we're back. This is actually going to be an interesting video because I haven't done an actual vlog like this in about a year. Yeah, an actual vlog, like one that's current in what's happening. The last time I did one was toward the end of February, and that was for a party that we did last year. And to be very honest, that party was almost an end of the year party, to be very clear and honest with you guys, because after that, there really wasn't much. But I'm going to tell you guys exactly what happened in 2020 so that you guys are very well caught up with what happened and what I saw and what I experienced, and at least it'll help fill that void that 2020 was for a lot of people. So one of the first things that happened in 2020 was that I bought a PC, and I bought it at a Salvation Army pretty close to my house, and it was $50, and I said, you know what, I'm going to take this PC and make it into a gaming PC. Long story short, I got it to become a gaming PC during March. Here are some pictures on the screen. It worked for about 2 weeks until the graphics card kind of died on me, and that was kind of sad. But after that, I had zero budget to add anything to that PC. So right now, it literally just sits glowing underneath my TV. And I use it as basically anything for me to watch the movies or use it to go on the internet or anything. And it's plugged into my TV. So right now it's nothing more than just an internet machine. So April came around, and that's when people started to ask everyone to wear masks. That's when we started to mask up and, use gloves and be extra careful, especially for anything COVID related. We took every precaution possible. We actually went ahead and always kept hand sanitizer on hand so that we didn't catch anything pertaining to COVID during April. Now, also during April, a lot of people said, well, I mean, this is just going to be something that's just going to breeze by. So a lot of people decided to, we're going to take our boats out and we're going to just ride all day long on their boats. And I mean, funny enough, we actually have a canal near my house, and that canal actually has, space for boats. So people got their boats and they put it on that canal, and they actually had some fun there. But as for April, nothing spectacular happened. So May came around, and during the month of May, if you guys don't know, on May 15th is my mom's birthday, and that was really fun because my aunt turned to me and said, hey, we're going to surprise your mom, and we're gathering a bunch of friends together, and we're going to your house so that we can surprise your mom. And she had no idea that she was going to do this, but she did it anyway, and it was super fun, and I want to take this opportunity to show you some of that footage right now.
Ela é louca, o teu aniversário foi ontem. Eu falei desde ontem isso. Eu falei desde ontem lá. Que puta do caralho. Você é doida. Eles tomaram todo mundo. Olha que doido isso. Tudo doido. Vocês são tudo doido.
And that was super fun. I really enjoyed everything that happened right then and there. I mean, the fact that my mom had no idea that this was going to happen was really a really fun surprise, and she was like, "Oh, I knew it!" But I mean, it was really cool to see her reaction and have a lot of fun with that. So at the end of May, something really cool happened, and that was that SpaceX finally launched 2 human beings into space. That was really cool. We got to see that live. I mean, the fact that SpaceX now is actually taking passengers to space is really cool, because before then we had to go all the way to Kazakhstan and take a Soyuz up to the space station. But this is really cool, and everything is automated now, so I mean, there's really not a lot of physical labor to be had. I mean, the guys just sit back and they have to just keep their eye on the big screens. But that was really cool. That was really fun to see that happen. So quickly touching on June. June was my birthday and my dad's birthday. We both have the same the birthday is on the same month, so that's really cool. But yeah, for my birthday, didn't do much, didn't even record anything, but that was a really cool time that I had by myself at home with my parents. Yeah, it was pretty cool, really chill. Also, June was when we got sort of like a sneak peek at the PS4. I actually got that footage, but I was gonna post it on Instagram and ended up not posting on Instagram, so yeah, sorry about the vertical. But anything other than that, there was nothing in June. Alright, July. July, we had July 4th. A lot of people let out a lot of fireworks, and we got to see it from inside. Yeah, July, nothing spectacular happened. I got to see something really cool, which was a group of little adolescent ducklings, like teenager ducklings, with their parents. Usually you see them as little ducks with their parents, not as almost fully grown ducks with their parents, which is really cool. And I saw them grow up until I think it was up until November, December. That's when I saw them as fully grown ducklings, which was really interesting, because I saw them at the beginning of the year as little ducks, and now they're full grown ducks. So that was really fun. Really cool to see that happen. But other than that, July was July. So let's fast forward a little bit over to October, because everything in between was just, there was nothing in between. But October, we got, I found a little kitten, which we named Joe. Yeah, we have a little kitten now. His name is Joe. He's a stray cat, but we found him as literally in the middle of the street. Very afraid, but he gave me enough confidence in himself to approach me and say, "Yay, let me go over to a house." And we have him up until today. So really cool. But yeah, after we got Joe, at this point, I think myself from that time period can take over for the narration portion of this whole video I'm doing. I was trying to find a way to start the vlog in a very specific way, especially because now we're hitting the trifecta season, which is Halloween, Thanksgiving, and Christmas and New Year's, which usually go hand in hand together basically. But I think I just found a way to actually show you guys. So what you guys are seeing right now, which is actually, I'm right in front of right now, this right here, and all these cars, all the way over here, all these cars over here, that huge line is actually for something my community decided to do, which was to do a drive-through of, you know, so kids could actually have candy for Halloween. You know, for the kids who are less fortunate, who can't, you know, go out on Halloween or have to stay home because of COVID and everything. What they're doing is that they're doing this whole drive-through for the community, and this is an absolutely incredible thing. It's actually the first time I've actually seen, you know, first of all, so many police officers near their central station. Because, by the way, where I live, there's actually a central station here, and they're actually, you know, everybody's here, which is incredible. I mean, I'm just like looking out in amazement because this is the first time that they're doing it in our area, which is fantastic. But I love this. I absolutely love what they're doing, and this is an incredible moment to actually see everybody come together. I'd also like to add, this is the first time I've seen this many cars where I live. It's a lot of cars. I mean, there's this huge line of cars right here, and they're all coming down here where they're going to be giving out candy. Now, initially, we were thinking about actually getting in line, but with the sheer amount of people who are here, I'd rather have them have their moment and get candy, which is awesome. So, change of plans. Based on what my mom wants to do now, she does want to get in line to actually pick up the candy. So, yeah, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna head home, grab the car, and get in line so that we can actually grab a bag of candy and just say that we actually went there. And once we get back home, I'll actually show you what we got. So let's go. So now we've just gotten in line. We are officially waiting to get candy. Go figure. And it's 2 days prior to Halloween. So yeah, today's the 29th. Tomorrow is the 30th. And we are in line to get candy. Yeah. Apparently now I'm a pirate, which you can clearly see. My mom has hers. So let's see what we can get from this candy stop today. So we just got back, and look at all the candy that we got. And we only asked for one bag of each stop, and there's like 3 stops. If you had asked for 2, whew, that would have been way too much candy. But look at this. That is a lot of candy. Look at this. Look at all the candy, dude. Now I'm gonna choose which candies I'm gonna eat myself, and the rest we might give away tomorrow. No, sorry, on Saturday for Halloween. So yeah, that's cool. Well, good morning from another beautiful day here in Florida, and today is October 31st. If you don't know what October 31st is, well then you might be living under a rock, because today is Halloween. Halloween is probably one of the biggest holidays, at least for my mom. She absolutely loves Halloween, and she decorates the front of the house. I'll actually show you guys footage of in front of the house a little bit later. But today we will be giving out candy, and we'll have a ton of kids probably on the street picking up candy. We are following guidelines, as a lot of people would probably be curious about. We have been, focused on following the guidelines, keeping our distance, wearing masks, and mostly kids on Halloween wear masks. So it's kind of like an obvious thing to wear a mask during Halloween. So yeah, today is going to be really cool. Hopefully we're going to see a lot of kids coming in, and I'm probably going to set up the GoPro to maybe do a time lapse of all the kids coming in and picking candies and all that. So hope you guys enjoy. So before I head back home from my walk, I wanted to pass by the place where they were handing out the candies they saw a little bit earlier in this vlog, and it looks pretty cool. I mean, they still kept the Halloween aesthetic on here, and they even left a few hay bales right here on the outside. There we go, some hay bales right there. But overall, they just kept the Halloween aesthetic, which is nice. I think they're probably going to take it down either today or tomorrow. I have seen a lot of people who usually put up their Halloween decorations and wait until like beginning of December to take them down. So there are a lot of those people around here. But other than that, I mean, I've seen a lot of houses this year who have decorated and seem like they're going to be giving out candy. So let's see if that's the case this year. Alright guys, so that was it for our Halloween. I'm actually eating some candy right now. But yeah, that was a pretty successful Halloween. Probably the least amount of people we've ever had for a Halloween event. Most people came in their cars. They drove up and picked up their candy here. We actually made a candy drop system here so that people could actually pick up their candy. And that's one of the effects we have of the witch screaming. But successful nonetheless. Least amount of people we've ever had. We didn't even go through a fifth of the candy that we normally go through. And that's, I mean, it's to be understood. I mean, we're going through COVID right now, and not a lot of people want to leave their house. Not a lot of people, trust other people because, COVID has kind of like made us hypersensitive to everything. So, all in all, we did pretty good. And we have another holiday in 3 days named Election Day. So I will see you on Election Day. So Election Day was very interesting because it was the first of its kind. We've never had an election quite like this one during a pandemic. So that was very curious to see happen, openly. Like, how was it going to work out? Like, how long would it take? How long would it take for the results to come out? Because usually when there is an election, we usually know the result by that night. We already know who's the winner by that, election night. But this one took 4 days. And it was 4 days of consistently, like, going to sleep, like, getting out of the couch, going to sleep, then waking up and going right back to the couch where it all started. The first night of election night, I literally slept the entire night on the couch. Just because I wanted to see if the election results was going to happen just that morning. But no, we waited 4 days. And it was an arduous 4 days. Because, dude, the anticipation was huge. And just like that, like, literally, I was there playing with my cat 4 days later, and then suddenly, boom, we have a president. So that was great. That was, man, I was exhausted. After 4 days of waiting, I was exhausted. I felt like I had ran 20 miles, just consistently running. And I was like, oh, finally. Yeah, that was exhausting. But it was really cool to see everybody celebrating, and it's good to see democracy at work. So now we reach November. We had elections already, and now we reach probably one of my favorite holidays of the entire year, and that is Thanksgiving. Now, let me give you a little bit of backstory as to why you're going to see my aunt here. I know everybody's going to be like, Marcelo, why is your aunt there? She's not supposed to be there. We're in the middle of a pandemic. But let me give you guys a little bit of a rundown. Back in April, May, I think it was not in May. It was April, it was either May or June, something like that. She caught COVID from my cousin. My cousin caught COVID. She and my uncle caught COVID. They were, for 2 weeks, they were heftily, not, like, the symptoms were pretty low, but they just couldn't taste anything. And, she had a bit of a headache, and after 2 weeks, they got better, but we didn't see her after those 2 weeks. She waited literally 3 months before we actually saw each other again. And then she was going and coming back frequently, and that was, the norm. Every once in a while she was coming and visiting, like she was prior to catching COVID. But she waited 3 months before we actually saw her, just to make sure, nobody got sick. And luckily, we haven't caught sickness, and she's been in our bubble. Her and my uncle have been in our sort of family bubble since the pandemic started. So they've been following procedures, they've been following rules. I mean, we always keep them in check, and they keep us in check as well, which is what you should do, and that's what families should do. So yeah, and that's why you'll see my aunt here on Thanksgiving. But anyway, back to the vlog. December. last month of the year, the whole year of 2020, was literally the year that never existed. I mean, regardless of everything that happened prior to Christmas and New Year's, it was complicated, to say the least. Because, loss of work, heck, I lost a friend of mine from school to COVID. We lost family and friends. Just so you know, for the people watching, we collectively, between me, my mom, and my dad, collectively we know 4 people that lost their lives to COVID that we personally know in person. So it was tough. Not in the month of December, mind you. I mean, in December, we lost, say, 2 people to COVID that we knew, but the rest was prior to that, like October, November. So, but yeah, it was really tough. And, to be able to see December come along, and now, we're still not in any sort of state of normalcy yet, but in December, we're like, okay, we're going to try our best to keep our spirits up, because, 2021 was around the corner, and things were, looking up to be better. So yeah, December really set a bar for the year. Like, holy crap, we made it this far. It feels like we climbed a really, really large mountain. We haven't reached the peak of the mountain yet, but we climbed a really good portion of that mountain in 2020. And to see, the progress that we kind of made in that time, if we were to compare COVID to like someone in high school, like back in April, May, that was like the freshman year of COVID. And now we're actually starting, we're getting now to like COVID's senior year, hopefully, and we hopefully, it graduates and we just send it off to oblivion, because I'm just, we don't want this thing ever again. We want to be better, and that's the goal we should set for ourselves. I try to keep a happy face as much as I can in my vlogs, but when it comes to this, we gotta take it for real and serious. And it's good to have some positivity coming, with vaccines. People are protecting themselves, they're taking it seriously, and that's an important thing for us. So yeah, definitely sets the bar. Also, I forgot to mention, here's some footage from the houses that were decorated near my neighborhood, and also a little bit of some Christmas spirit, and also there was New Year's, so I'm going to show some footage of that as well. that is it for 2020. Yeah. Hopefully that vlog wasn't so tedious for you guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it as much as you could. But yeah, 2020 was... Don't ever want to come back to this. It's one of those moments where you say like, oh, if you could travel back in time, where would you go? Not 2020, that's for sure. But yeah, we're hopefully now trying to get to some form of normalcy, and based on what we heard, hopefully now, probably by the beginning of July, end of June, we should be seeing some form of normalcy if we can roll out enough vaccines for everyone. So yeah, hopefully this whole video ends on that positive note, that we are heading in a good direction, and hopefully that this year, 2021, can be a much, much, much better year than 2020. Because yeah, I think 2020 really drained us all of anything or any aspirations that we had, or it gave us new inspirations, but nonetheless, 2020 was difficult. So hopefully you guys enjoy this vlog. Usually I don't make this for audiences or anything. I just make this for family. So if you're family, thank you. Obrigado. Yeah, 2020. What a crap show. Thank you for watching once again. And I will see you in the next official vlog. Something more current.